video, we're gonna talk about how to factor polynomials. So let's start with a simple example. So how can you factor this expression, 6x minus 12? All we can do is to get the GCF. The GCF of 6x minus 12 is 6. Then proceed to division. 6x divided by 6 is x. Negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. And that's it. That will be our factor of our expression 6x minus 12. Next example, we have 4x squared minus 12x. So first step, we are going to get the GCF. So the GCF of this expression is 4x. Next, we are going to divide 4x squared minus 12x by our 4x. So 4x squared divided by 4x is x. Negative 12x divided by 4x is 3. So our answer is 4x and the quantity of x minus 3. Next, let's have 3x cubed minus 9x squared. So in this case, we have our GCF is 3x squared. Then divide 3x cubed divided by 3x squared is x. And then negative 9x squared divided by 3x squared is negative 3. So we have our factored form is 3x squared times x minus 3. Next thing we talk about is factoring trinomials. This is where we have three terms, and let's just take one as our leading coefficient. Let's try this expression, x squared plus 7x plus 12a. Get 12, the constant number 12, positive 12, and get the possible factor, which when added is equal to 7. So we have the possible factor of 12, which is equal to 7, is 4, positive 4, and positive 3. So therefore, our factored form of x squared plus 7x plus 12 is x plus 4 and x plus 3. The factor of x squared is x and x. So that's it. Next, we have x squared plus 2x minus 15. Get the possible factor of negative 15. So the possible factor of negative 15, which when added is equal to 2x, is 5 and 3. If we have here positive 5 and positive 3, when we added 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So this is not positive 5 and positive 3. So we'll have positive 5 and negative 3. Positive 5 plus negative 3, the answer is 2. So our factored form of x squared plus 2x minus 15 is x plus 5 and x minus 3. Try this one out. We have 2x squared minus 6x minus 56. Notice that the leading coefficient is not 1 but 2. We can have this by getting first the GCF, which is 2, since our coefficients is divisible by 2 and the constant also is divisible by 2. So we have 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. Negative 6x divided by 2 is negative 3x. Negative 56 divided by 2 is negative 28. This is where we're going to get the possible factor of negative 28, and when added is equal to negative 3. So we have only 7 and 4. So since this is negative, so possibly our bigger number will be negative. Negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. So our factored form of this expression is 2 and x minus 7 and x plus 4. Next, let's have 3x squared minus 18x plus 24. Notice that each term can be divided by 3, right? So let's have first divide 3x squared by 3. We have 3, that is x squared, minus negative 18x divided by 3 is 6x, and positive 24 divided by 3 is 8. This is where we're going to get the factor of 8, which when added is equal to negative 6. So we have 4. So we have 4 and 2. this will be negative 4 and negative 2, since if we add negative 4 plus negative 2 is equal to negative 6. So the factored form of our 3x squared minus 18x plus 24 is equal to 3 quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 2. Next thing we will talk about is how to factor a perfect square binomials. Let's take this expression, x squared minus 16. Okay, get the square root of x squared, which is x, and the square root of 16, which is 4. The other one is positive and the other one is negative. So our factored form of x squared minus 16 is x plus 4 times x minus 4. Next we have here x squared minus 64. Get the square root of x squared, which is x, and the square root of 64, which is 8. The other one is positive and the other one is negative. So the factored form is quantity of x plus 8 times the quantity of x minus 8. Next up, we have 4x squared minus 25. The square root of 4x squared is 2x, and the square root of 25 is 5. Simply, the other one is positive and the other one is negative. So the factored form of 4x squared minus 25 is this. Lastly, we have the factor of 9x squared minus 49. Get a square root of 9x squared, which is 3x, and the square root of 49, which is 7. The other one is positive and the other one is negative. That is our factored form of 9x squared minus 49. Next up, we have 6x squared plus x minus 15. We multiply 6 to our constant negative 15. So the answer is negative 90. Then, get a possible factor of negative 90, which is when added is equal to 1 or 1x. So we have 9 and 10. So since our middle term is positive, possibly the bigger number of our factor is the positive one. So we have here 10 is positive and 9 is negative. Then we're going to replace our middle term by our factor. So this becomes 6x squared minus 9x plus 10x minus 15. Then do the grouping for us to factor. So we have the GCF of 6x squared minus 9x is 3x. Then divide 6x squared divided by 3x is 2x. Negative 9x divided by 3x is 3. And here we have the GCF of 10x minus 15 is 5. 10x divided by 5 is 2x. Negative 5 divided by 5 is negative 3. So as you can see, we have now the common factor. Only one, we have 2x minus 3, and we're going to combine 3x and 5, which is equal to 3x plus 5. So this will be our answer. When we're going to multiply this one, it will give us 6x squared plus x minus 15. What if you have 2x squared minus 5x minus 3? What will you do in order to factor it? Notice that we cannot use our GCF since we have 2, negative 5, and negative 3. So in this situation, we need to multiply the coefficient of the first term or the leading term to the constant. So we have negative 2 times negative 3, which is equal to negative 6. This is where we're going to get the possible factor of our negative 6, which when added is equal to negative 5. So you have 6 and 1. Since our middle term is negative, possibly the bigger number here will be our negative. So we have negative 6 and 1. So what will you do in our negative 6 and 1? We are going to replace this as our middle term. So we have 2x squared. It's become negative 6x plus 1x minus 3. Now, we can factor this by grouping. We can group 2x squared minus 6 and 1x minus 3. So, get the GCF. The GCF of 2x squared minus 6x is 2x. 2x squared divided by 2x is x. Negative 6x divided by 2x is negative 3. Plus, the factored form of 1x minus 3 is 1. 1x divided by x. 1x divided by 1 is x. Negative 3 divided by 1 is negative 3. As you can see, we have now common terms. So, simply just copy the common terms, which is x minus 3. Just get only 1 because we're talking about factor. X minus 3. And here we have 2x and 1. So, let's combine these two terms. We have 2x plus 1. So, this will be our factor of 2x squared minus 5x minus 3, which is the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of 2x plus 1. Then, let's try to have this last example. By this time, we have a polynomial with 4 terms. 3x cubed minus 2x squared minus 12x plus 8. How can be this factored? Well, you're going to get the ratio of the first 2 terms. If it is equal to the ratio of the last 2 terms, then this expression can be factorable. So let's have 3 divided by negative 2 is negative 1.5, divided 12 divided by 8 is negative 1.5. So this polynomial function can be factorable. So let's have the factored by grouping. Get a GCF. The GCF of 3x cubed minus 2x squared is x squared. Then divide 3x cubed divided by x squared is 3x. Negative 2x squared divided by x squared is negative 3. And here also we have the GCF of negative 12x plus 8 is negative 4. 12x divided by negative 4 is 3x. And positive 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. As you can see, we have another common terms. We're going to take 3x minus 2 and combine this 2. We have x squared minus 4. As you can see here, we still have a perfect square binomial. So the factor of this is x plus 2 and x minus 2. So the final factor of our polynomial is 3x minus 2 times x plus 2 and x minus 2. Okay, that's it, and that's how can you factor a polynomial with 4 terms. Okay then, that's the end of this video. Thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting lessons. Have a blessed day!